Go ahead. Turn it up. It's the Record Machine Show with your host, Jimmy Howe.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome dark synth and goth recording artist Stella Wembley to the program. How you doing, Stella?
I'm I'm doing very well, thank you. How are you?
Pretty good. Where are you at today? You home or are you traveling?
No, I am at home. I am at home. In my home recording studio, actually.
Oh, very cool.
Yes.
Nice. The last time we spoke on the air was October of 2022. Since then, you've recorded a brand new EP single, Wasting My Time, on Gothic Empire Records. Can you talk about that song a little bit?
Yes, so I'm really, really excited about this new release. First of all, I recorded, produced, mixed and mastered the song, as well as the remix, the minimal remix of the song, which is the second track. Yes, it's the second track in the EP, and the single "Wasting My Time" has a retro vibes, and it is very catchy. Has a very catchy chorus. I really like the lyrics that I wrote, and I believe that the song takes the listener to travel through time, but at the end you realize that time itself, as we know it, doesn't exist, and in fact there is a parallel timeline, and there is a feeling of being in a loop, in a cycle, and it is emphasized by the instruments that I have played, that I've used, like the arpeggiator in the single, the step sequencer that I have used in the code minimal remix, and there is a drum loop processed with the saturation effect, which I really like. Saturation is something that I really like to use all the time in my songs, and there is also an orchestral sample. That has a lot of various effects and digital guitar pedals as well. And I recorded the vocals for the first time, always in my own recording studio, but for the first time with a Presonus analog preamp, which I really, really like, and it gave, in my opinion, excellent results and for the vocals. And regarding the sound, I think the song probably has a synth pop and new wave influences. It's more pop oriented in the chorus. And regarding the mood of the song, it is melancholic, and it is esoteric and mystical. And the song talks about fate, destiny, and death, rebirth, and personal growth and personal power. So all these themes, and I'm really, really proud of the song and the recording process, the production, and yeah, I'm just really, really proud of my work. And there are other 3 tracks in the EP. And the second track is Wasting My Time, the code minimal remix. The third track is another remix by Bionic Visions, electro remix by Bionic Visions. And track number 4 is the dark ambient remix by Bionic Visions as well.
Wow. Now, what's your favorite mix out of all 4?
It's really hard to say because I really love all of them. I like my remix. I like the remix that I've done. And I would say that I like both remixes by Bionic Visions. I'm not able to choose really because they are both beautiful and very different from each other, but I like both of them. One is very electronic, more synth pop, and has also industrial influences, and whereas the dark ambient remix is more nostalgic. It's more nostalgic, and when I first heard it, it really moved me because I think the producer really understood my vision, but at the same time, it was able to create something completely different, and it also reminded me of Nirvana when I heard it.
Nice.
Remind me, especially the bass line, remind me of Nirvana.
Very cool. Now,
Yeah.
the single "Wasting My Time," like you said, it's going to be 4 versions on this EP of the song. Is this song about anyone or anything in particular? What's the story behind this song?
Well, I would say the song, all the songs that I write are autobiographical, so are very personal. Okay, this song it talks about me, but in a way it says the story of many other persons, many other that have been through, and I've gone through. I've been through what I have been through in these years. So it talks about all the difficulties that I had in these last years and that I have finally overcome. It talks about betrayal, judgment, and these have been a constant in my life. Feeling like that I always have to prove myself, and feeling judged, and it was extremely painful, honestly, because it came from the people that were the closest to me, like family and friends. And so this was difficult for me to accept, because the people that are closest to you wish they would support you,
Right.
but instead of become your enemy, you know what I mean?
Right.
So this was difficult for me. And it was also difficult to manage this, as well as my music career and the record label. And this is how Wasting My Time was born. But I think above all, it represents a new chapter in my life. And because today I feel powerful, I feel stronger, and everything, basically, I left the past in the past, and I cut all toxic relationships out of my life. And I have the courage to speak, to be brave, and I hope that I can inspire others to do the same.
Absolutely.
And as and as I say the lyrics, which are really personal, I say I am a giver, I am a forgiver, but from today not anymore. So what I mean by that is that I'm not overgiving anymore. So I'm not going to allow negative energies, negative people in my life anymore. And I won't give people access to my universe if they don't respect my boundaries. So this is the story behind the song, basically.
Very nice.
Yes.
It makes total sense. I mean, I believe things happen for a reason. And, when you have negative people in your life, you just got to turn the page and move forward. And it sounds like that's what you're doing.
Yes, exactly. Well, I also say, I want to say that I want to thank also the enemies and the people that have betrayed me, because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't I wouldn't be who I am today.
Exactly.
So they made me stronger. So thank you. Right?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Now, you've created several music videos over the years, which you've posted up on your YouTube page. Will there be a music video for Wasting My Time? And if so, when?
Yeah, absolutely. So, as you know, I am a video creator as well. And being a visionary artist, there is always a vision for each song that I write. And for this song, I have written a script, created a storyboard, and directed and produced an official music video for the song. And I was responsible not just for that, but also for the casting. I found 12 actresses for the video.
Nice.
I put together a small team for the video, and I also had to direct them, give them instructions. We filmed for 2 days, and the music video was filmed in Leeds in 2 locations: Kirkstall Abbey, which is a 12th century monastery, really beautiful, and Adel Woods. The story, so the main characters in the story are the princess, the witch, and the 12 nuns. The main character, I play two characters. I play the princess and the witch, but actually they are the same person.
Nice.
But they are basically seen in two different timelines, okay? But they are the same person. So the princess, Susanna, is a symbol of beauty, self-empowerment, justice, and she seeks refuge and help in this monastery. But actually, it becomes a prison, like a mental prison for her, with also the 12 nuns who have been forced to convert to Catholicism. And I use the story, the veiled nuns, because they are the symbols of the punishment and constraints imposed by society. And I also use the witch, which represents a new life, freedom, the possibility of a new life, a new chapter, but also mystery, esotericism, spirituality, and she basically is the same person. The witch and the princess are the same person. And Susan, which is the princess, she died and then she reincarnates as a witch.
Wow.
And so this is basically the story, and it was fantastic to film at the Abbey. And the biggest challenge, I would say, it was to film in the woods, because there was a very bad weather. It was heavy rain, and so can you imagine to film with heavy rain? You have a small team, but despite of the rain and the cold, we managed to film everything. And I actually think that the rain was a blessing, because the video looks more realistic and is more dramatic.
Nice.
So I'm really, really, really proud of this music video.
Very cool. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Now, over the last a couple of years, you've released a few single EPs. Will you release a full-length album with the singles that you've recorded so far? And if so, when?
So, yes, I have actually new tracks for a full-length album. So I have already many tracks that I've been working on. And the title of the album is The Alchemy of the Dark Arts. And I do not know the release date yet. It's a lot of work, so I really don't know when it's going to be released. But hopefully it will be within this year.
Nice.
And the main themes are alchemy, of course, and magic and mysticism. And I don't know if I will include tracks that I have previously released, but for sure there will be many new tracks in this album.
Awesome. Looking forward to it. Now, where do you draw inspiration from your lyrics?
As I said, almost all the lyrics are autobiographical. So it's about my personal life, my personal experience. And I am like an alchemist. I transform the darkness into light. And most of the times, it's about past relationships, traumas, childhood, lovers. Other times, it is related to my dreams, because I do have very vivid dreams. And I've written actually fantastic lyrics thanks to my nightmares. And again, I use the pain to create art. And I actually write a lot about death. And I know that this might be triggering. It's a topic that is triggering for some people, but I actually find that the subject is fascinating. And I do believe that death is not something that we should fear. But it's just my opinion, though.
Of course. Now, how has your sound evolved over the years, would you say?
My sound, so I start composing electronic music using a Korg microKORG, which I'm still using, as well as a digital step sequencers on Cubase, combining vintage sounds, which I record with my Fender Jaguar. And my first release, All That I Need, was Gothic. Was Gothic and was very dark, as well as Images of Death, which was Gothic, but maybe with dark wave influences, as well as orchestral arrangements. And I would say that I started with very dark sounds, Gothic and sad songs. Through the years, probably my sound has evolved to a more synth pop, new wave sound. But it's difficult to tell what's going to happen next, what I'm going to produce, because I am constantly evolving. My sound is constantly changing. And each song that I write sounds very different. So I always write, when I write, I always write new songs with different style and different sound, basically.
Yeah, I can definitely hear that. What has been your biggest career highlight so far, would you say?
It's difficult to tell. I am proud of everything I have done. I would say that every step I have taken was important for me, as it made me who I am today and a better person and a better musician. In my opinion, I think that this new EP, as well as the music video, is the greatest achievement maybe for me. Not because it's better or it's perfect or whatever it means. Perfection is an illusion, right? But I think it's because of the story behind. So I would say probably this new EP and this new music video for me.
Would you say Wasting My Time was sort of a therapy for you to kind of put that stuff in the past?
Yes, for sure. I mean, all the songs that I have written are a therapy for me, but this song in particular, it really represents my personal growth and transformation, finally accepting myself, who I am. Also, basically the imperfections. So, and yes, put everything, that it hurted me, basically living the past in the past. Yes.
Yeah, I think sometimes getting, things off your chest, even though it may offend or hurt other people, it does kind of help you heal a little bit better, wouldn't you say?
Yes. I think sometimes but not sometimes. It depends, on the person and the experience, your experience, your personality. In my case, probably because I am a very kind person, and yes, I don't want to hurt anyone else's feelings. I tend to not speak. Sometimes, it's difficult for me to speak about when something is not right for me. But
Right.
This is not the case anymore. You will hear it in the lyrics.
Yeah.
Everything that I had to say, I said. I just said it.
Sometimes the truth hurts, Some people can't handle the truth, and that's the problem. And it's not really fair to the
I only
person.
bring the truth.
Yeah.
I only bring the truth.
These people are selfish because it's not fair to the person that's actually hurting, you know what I mean? And then finally, when you get it off your chest, it's a huge relief, right?
Yes, it is a huge relief indeed. It is indeed, and finding basically understanding who I am as well. Yes, I'm really, really excited about this new release, especially because of this, and I've done it for myself. I haven't done it for anyone else, so I'm not looking for anyone else's approval. As long as I am happy with it,
Exactly. Now, when the fans go to see you perform live, what can the fans expect from a Stella Wembley show?
Well, I was told more than once. People feel like they are shifted to another dimension when I play live.
Wow.
That's what I was told. fans told me more than once.
That's pretty cool.
So I would say to expect a unique performance with electronic sounds, Gothic vibes, yet soulful, and even with video projections when possible.
Mm-hmm.
So you can have a cinematic experience.
Sounds very
sounds
good.
and visions.
Very nice. Now, do you have a website that you'd like to promote?
Yes, I have an official website which I manage and I have created. It is stellawembley.com.
Mm-hmm.
And it is an official website, and it's also an online store with fantastic merchandise, a lot of merchandise. And I encourage everyone to become a member now to receive the newsletter. There are also membership options available on the website, free and membership options also for other people who want to support me. They can choose for exclusive memberships option on the website. And you can follow me on all the social media as well. Even though I'm not on the social media very much, I have to say it, because I don't really like them, but I am there anyway. So Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, I use a lot of YouTube. And then again, yes, stellawembley.com is the main website where you can find all the merchandise. And you can also pre-order the song, the new song, the new EP there. There is also a high quality version that I'm selling there, which you won't find on the digital stores. Okay? Because as you know, I think maybe people know, maybe they don't, but everything that is online is compressed. So what you find on my website will be a very high quality product. So I would encourage the people to go there and download the music from there, and to buy the merchandise, the CDs on my online store. And again, you can follow me on all the social platforms.
Nice. Now, is there anything you'd like to mention that we didn't talk about today?
Yes, so I have some exciting collaborations. I have a current collaboration with Bionic Visions. The producer is called Enrico Nob, who is a fantastic producer. He has done the 2 remixes which are included in the new EP. And my next collaboration with Michael Ciravolo of Beauty Inc. House, who will play the guitar in a couple of tracks for my next record. So I'm really excited about these 2 collaborations. And also there is a EP launch party on September 29 on my YouTube channel, 7 p.m. It's a free event. So if you go on the YouTube channel, you subscribe now, you hit the notification bell to get notified. You will be able to join the event. There is also an upcoming gig in Leeds in October 29 at Eager Studios, 8 p.m. And also the tickets are on sale on my website. There is also a fantastic supporting act. Her name is Her Orange Coat, which will be the opening act. And this is an event that I have organized by myself. So go there and buy the tickets. And finally, Wasting My Time is out on all the digital stores. So stream it, download the new EP to support my music career. Support the artist.
Very cool. Now, Stella, I want to thank you so much for coming on the show today and sharing your story about the song. And I'm looking forward to seeing this music video when it comes out. I think it's going to be a real good one. It's probably going to be your best yet.
Thank you so much. It was my pleasure. Thank you so much for the interview and giving the opportunity. Thank you.
You're welcome. It's always great catching up with you. And let's always stay in touch. Whenever you got something new coming out and you want to promote it, definitely message me. I'd love to have you back on.
Of course. That would be so cool.
All right. Well, you take care and enjoy the rest of your day, all right?
Okay. Thank you.
All
you
right.
too.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
Show is a weekly radio podcast produced by Jimmy Hall Productions. All rights reserved. For information regarding distribution or adding this podcast to your website, please visit our contact page at therecordmachineshow.com to submit your request. Thanks for listening. See you next time on The Record Machine Show.
The Record Machine Show.